Listen, you don't have to have the perfect morning routine to be mindful. You have been sold a concept. They took something that could be free and available to everyone, and people started marketing it, and or they strategically marketed it so that it would overwhelm you so that you wouldn't even start. So in this video, I want to dumb down, simplify, easy peasy mindfulness for you, because I want you to understand your highest and best potential, and that you don't need anybody else or a matcha or a mindfulness journal or an affirmation or a pre-programmed meditation. Trust, I can give you all of those things, and I can help you find someone to buy all those things. Those aren't necessary for you to live your best life. Those aren't necessary for you to be mindful and in alignment and feeling comfortable and happy every day. Here's 3 things. Let's get into them. Number 1, you don't need anybody but yourself. You have a central nervous system within yourself that when you are walking alone at night and you get the heebie-jeebie vibes and you get uncomfortable and you start like having that racing heartbeat and you look like are feeling panicked, that's a cue, okay? Your body is letting you know this is when we pay attention. Just like with a roller coaster and you're going up and up and up and up and up and then you go down and you have this adrenaline rush, right? Your body is like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Alert, alert, alert. So when you are in conversations via text, conversations face-to-face, negotiating things, learning about people, setting boundaries with people, past and present, like people that you maybe have had a long relationship with, people that are new in your life, you can listen to your central nervous system and then let it be your guide, okay? I want you to pay attention to when I am a human design generator, and my chart is sacral. Sacral means when something is in alignment for me, I get tingles all over my body. And that was something that I used to ignore. And now when I am on a phone call and someone offers me something and I hear it and my whole body lights up, there is no hesitation. I say yes. It doesn't matter if I can't figure out the how or the financial of how that's going to look. I just say, I am accepting that and I am doing that. And then I come back and strategize. But if I were be on a call and someone was trying to sell me something and I would be like, oh, this feels uncomfortable. This feels kind of yucky. It's a no. It's an immediate no. If it's not a F yes, it's an F no. Does this make sense? So use your internal central nervous system to help you navigate answering not only life's questions and kind of where you're at, but also who to allow into your space and your life. This is a sidebar, this isn't one of the 3, but I want you to become hyper aware of who you are spending time with. I want you to understand that who you spend time with is who you are. And if you have friends that complain about their life, are negative and dark, they are smearing their ish energy all over you, okay? I know you want to be supportive, and I know that you love them, and I know you're the bigger person, and I know you want to like help them and like they helped you and whatever. Stop it. Stop it. Don't do it anymore. No, I'm cutting you off. You are feeding people that don't want to change, and you subconsciously are self-sabotaging yourself. Because you're kind of like, well, Becky over here is having a hard time, so I got to support Becky because Becky's my friend. I mean, I've known her since like kindergarten. By the way, who cares? I've known her since kindergarten. We've been friends forever. That has like, what? But like, why does that hold value? Anyways, Becky, she just got dumped by her loser boyfriend who would cheat on her all the time, and thank God they broke up, but like, I got to support her. No, Becky needs to figure out self-love and self-care, and that's her journey. This is an unpopular opinion. I may be going to make some people mad right now, but it's Becky's journey. Okay? Becky's not your child. Becky's not your parent that is ill and needs help. Becky is an adult, and Becky needs to figure out Becky, okay? You need to figure out you. But you're like trying to distract yourself and choose supporting Becky as your stalling tactic to not work on yourself, to not level up yourself, to not do better with yourself. Yeah, it's true. I'm not lying to you. You may be mad at me and you can potentially disagree with me. And if you do, please let me know. I would love to hear how you think I'm wrong, because I am pretty confident that I am not wrong. We, present company included, always tap dance around actually doing work. Healing is so hard and overwhelming and like sometimes nauseatingly, disgustingly like F you, universe. I do not want to do this right now. I do not want to integrate my darkness. I don't want to sit in the corner and cry about how when I was 6, someone on the playground said something to me that was really mean. I don't want to sit with that. I don't want to look at my feelings. I don't want to have to cry and reapply my makeup. Trust, I get it. But to me, this is the human experience. This is what we as humans in the meat suit, in the vessel, have incarnated to work on. Are you working on it? Or are you helping Becky? Or are you playing video games? Or are you scrolling on Instagram for like 4 hours? Or are you, smoking, what they are, doing drugs and like just stalling on life? Are you? I mean, trust, I did it. I've done it on and off for 42 years. I'm 42 years old and I've done it on and off. Okay, maybe not when I was like less than 10 years old. But I have self-sabotaged and stalled on reaching my highest and best potential. I'm done. I've been doing it 42 years. I am done. I am dropping the concern about other people's opinions and I'm stepping into my light. And you just wait and see. In a year from now, mark my words, it is April 14th, 2025. I'm gonna save this clip for April 14th, 2026, and you will see how I am no longer playing small. I have dropped the vessel, the veil of self-sabotage. I may have spurts here and there that I do it, but I'm going to tell you when I do it. I'm going to tell you how I got through it on this channel, because that was why this channel was created. That's why this channel exists. You're still going to get the hauls. You're still going to get the fashionista. You're still going to get me telling you about the shenanigans of life that I experience and how I get through them, because to me, this is like my personal little reality TV show. Because let me tell you, reality TV is not real. It's never been real. Since the beginning of time, I almost was on a reality TV show. I had a contract and we were pitched against another show and it was Selling Sunset. Yes, I could have been on a show almost as good and as popular as Selling Sunset. Okay, yes, that does hurt. It's painful, yes. But I know that something different and better is in alignment and coming. Anyways, enough about me. Number 2, you are being sold that mindfulness is an aesthetic. You are being sold that mindfulness is a morning routine. It's cold plunging. It's kumbayaing with sound baths. It's affirmations. It's a lot of the things that I talk about that I do and I love to do because those work for me. But you don't have to be doing all of those things, because number 2, the main thing that you need to do is think for yourself before you respond. Being aware, that's mindfulness. Having someone speak to you and it's, I didn't like how they said that. Or, I think they're lying. Or, I don't think that was a healthy response. I don't like how they said that. That is mindfulness. Okay? You don't have to do a drum circle or ayahuasca or journal every morning or cry every day about your feelings. Being aware of how people are showing up in your space, that's mindfulness. I used to say for the longest time, why am I so far behind? Why am I not married? What's wrong with me that I'm not married and I don't have children? And it took me until doing the healing and doing the work that I realized that I was the problem. I was stalling where I wanted to be because I didn't want to face what I needed to get through. I didn't sit with my feelings. I didn't talk to anybody about my negative limiting beliefs. And how you think about yourself is the only thing standing in your way of being and having exactly everything that you've ever wanted for yourself. And I finally, in the last 3 months, hired a hypnosis person for myself. Yes, 14 years ago, I self-hypnotized myself, and that's part of my journey. You can learn about that in my video. I can link it above. But obviously, it's over 10 years later, I had some new things that I had uncovered. And I recently realized that I had a money block. I was afraid to be seen and make money off of it. Yeah, a person with a YouTube channel who really wanted to get monetized on YouTube had a fear of making money off of being seen. So my greatest hope, desire, dream was being blocked by a subconscious limiting belief. Okay, do you see what I mean? Only you are standing in your way. The things that you're thinking about yourself, the way you're feeling about yourself, the people you're allowing to be in your space. Let me remind you that in grade school, not everyone had a lot of friends, and that was okay. People didn't not survive the playground because they had 1 or 2 friends. a lot of the people that had a ton of friends back then probably don't talk to those people anymore, right? My point to saying this is it's not about quantity as you get older. You know, in grade school, you want to be the most popular kid and like have everybody like you because you're looking for self, you know, what are you looking for? You're looking for like acceptance. You want everyone to accept you because you just want to be liked. But as you get older, you start to realize that liking yourself is more important than everyone liking you, and having 2, maybe 3 friends. I mean, I'm telling you, at 42 years old, you're gonna think you're like in your 20s or 30s and you're watching this. You're gonna like, Lisa, what's wrong with you? Why do you only have 2 friends? You really, honestly, if you were to go to jail in Guantanamo Bay and you needed someone to pay $5,000 to get you out, how many people do you think would actually do it? How many people that you know would actually do it? Yeah, not many. A lot of people, and I'm a witness to when my brother drowned in front of me and people got really uncomfortable with processing how to show up in my life and be my friend, especially since I had quit drinking and most of them were like my boozing buddies. I really learned quickly who my friends were. And even after that phase, I had people that supported me that got uncomfortable when I started having this channel, having this spotlight, growing my subscriber count. It makes people uncomfortable. People will fall away in your life, but your relationship to yourself will always remain. And if you show up and love yourself and speak highly of yourself, speak positively of yourself, say beautiful things about yourself. I want you to make sure that you're catching yourself, because the number one thing that all my clients have in common is the way they talk about themselves, right? In childhood, we usually have a parent or a bully or a friend or a sibling who's like, I don't even like to say negative things out loud. Okay, I don't think them, first of all. Second of all, I don't like to say them because the universe is listening. So when you're saying to yourself, oh my God, I'm such an idiot, I mix up the dates or whatever. No, don't say that. Say, I apologize, I made an error, I mixed up the dates. Check your self-talk. How are you speaking to yourself? How would you want your friend to talk to you? Are you talking to yourself that way? When your friend has a bad day, mindfulness isn't about what you do when it's quiet in the morning. Mindfulness is about what you do when the ish gets loud. When the self-doubt, when the limiting beliefs, when the people in your life start telling you, you can't, you won't, there's no way, it's not going to happen. Ha, ha, ha. Did you see her? Did you see how she thinks she can? Right? That's when the mindfulness kicks in. And that's when you rev up your superpower and you click on your mindfulness and you have positive thoughts about yourself and you keep going. Okay, so the first one was number 1, checking in with your central nervous system. The second one, paying attention to those around you who you're allowing in, potential self-sabotage of what you're doing. And the third thing is what I'm doing right now in the moment, helping me get further in my process. When you find yourself sitting on the couch, eating chips, feeling low about yourself, is what I'm doing right now helping me? No. When I am talking negatively to myself, feeling doom and gloom, feeling disappointed, stuck, reveling in it's never going to happen, is that helping you get to where you want to get? No. When you are listening to a friend go on and on about a bad choice or behavior that they keep repeating and aren't changing and aren't doing anything to do better, is that helping where you want to go? No. I don't want you to abandon people completely, but I want you to step aside. I want you to take a time out. You remember those reels or TikToks or whatever, like a year or 2 ago, where people were like disappear for 6 months and come back a new version? That's what I want for you. You don't have to take even 6 months, 3 months, okay? It's April, May, June, July. Wouldn't you love to show up in the middle of July or at the 4th of July party with a snatched figure, right? You lost weight, of a positive vibration to the way you behave and think about yourself, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, if you were to take 90 days, just commit to 90 days, 90 mornings of waking up and saying to yourself, I'm going to listen, I have had 2 cards get full and a battery die, and I still persist in creating this video that I don't need to do. I could post the haul tomorrow and be done and like move on. But I want you to remember who you are. I want you to remember that you incarnated on Mother Earth to show the up. You are here for a reason. You are not here to scroll. You are not here to eat the chips on the couch and watch The White Lotus. Now, it's a great show and I highly recommend, but you don't need to you don't need to be watching TV. Cancel your Netflix. Spend 90 days with no Netflix and see how much ish you get done. Literally cancel the membership so that when you come home, you can't turn on the TV. The shows will still be there. You can come back and watch them, right? Focus on that extra time, that instead of giving your time and your space to someone else, and I don't know, I'm off target. I forgot what I was talking about before the battery died. All I really want for you is for you to live your best life. I really want you on your deathbed to go, damn, I did that shit right. Yeah, that's what I want for you. I don't want you to be like, gosh, there's so many things I wanted to do. My brother died at 35 years old, randomly, like that, from over drinking and trying to swim on the day our mother died. Okay. Do you think on his deathbed when he was sinking into the Lake Michigan, he was thinking about his credit card debt? Do you think he was thinking about the show he didn't finish or the new season of Survivor was coming? He didn't think about any of those things, okay? I'm guessing. I don't know for sure. All I know is you get this one life in this little meat suit vessel. It's a powerful thing. Are you living at your full capacity? Now, don't go put $500,000 on credit card debt and blame me. And don't quit your job and break up with your wife and move out. These are not the suggestions I have for you. But how you show up for yourself mentally, who you share space with, and how you contemplate every moment of, is this in alignment with where I want to go, who I want to be, how I want to show up? This is your reminder. Mindfulness is not a forced checklist. And if you don't do everything on the list every day, you're a failure. I haven't meditated in several weeks. I barely have been getting in my 5-minute morning journal. 3 things that I would like for the day. You would think I would love to manifest things and I would love to write down the things I need to manifest when I'm so busy. But I barely have time to think of 3 things that I want to manifest so that I'm less busy. It's a practice. Some days you're going to be a 5-star and some days you're going to be a half-star. But I really want you to have most of your days as a 5-star. And that starts in here. And I just wanted to pop in and give you a little reminder. And don't worry, hauls will be returning on Friday. But I want you to understand that life isn't just about a routine that you're in, a cycle that you're already in. Life is about pushing the boundaries, feeling a little heat, feeling a little uncomfortable. Trust, this video probably isn't going to do as good as the other videos that I've been posting lately with the hauls. I got one with like 75,000 views. And then I post a video like this, maybe I get 1,000, and that's okay. Because I reached a couple hundred people that needed the reminder that you are a badass. And that everything that you want and desire is within reach. It's all living in here. How you're thinking about yourself, how you're choosing to live your life, who you're choosing to spend time with. That's the meat. That's the juice of the squeeze. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I believe in you. You are a magical power. You're a force. And if you made it to the end, you're in the A squad, okay? You're like in the VIP excelled. You're getting there because you hung around. You know you want it. Are you ready for the next step? Bye for now, my friends. Thanks so much. Have a great day.